Let's see. All right. Got my notes ready, all that fun stuff. Again, I'm like thrown for a loop. So, today, right? Today I wake up and I am like, oh, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. We are 30 days. By the way, it's still happening. We are 30 days from our wedding officially. I'm like, Comic-Con is this week. It's going to be a good week. I've never been so far in ahead of the game, ahead of the curve when it comes to my cosplay as I am currently. So it's like, today's a good day. Jump on YouTube and I see like this notification through the app. And I was like, that's weird. Click on it. It goes away. I was like, all right. I schedule this show and I click the button to monetize the stream and we are demonetized. We are officially demonetized. So I thought it was a mistake. I was like, this must be an error. I hit refresh. Boom. Nerd affiliated, youtube.com/nerd affiliated. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even change screens here. And let me bring back up the hang on. I realize I don't have the overlays up, and I apologize for that. The chat's there. Where's the other one? I'm missing like the main overlay. Oh, here it is. So yeah, YouTube says that we're demonetized and we are to submit an appeal. So the reason I was late for this stream is, unlike usual, there was no technical difficulties. I was merely submitting my appeal for being demonetized. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now the channel this is going to be a different kind of episode, I think. The channel as a whole has changed a lot over the last year. And part of that has been due to the various strikes. So because of the writer strike, because of the actor strike, we mainly talk about toy news, talk to a lot of you guys about, as one of the cats takes a dump behind me. Talk about toy news and we talk about like, oh, this actor did this actress did that kind of thing. So we haven't been using or reacting to trailers, to movies, to TV shows. We've done nothing of the sort. So it's weird that we get demonetized with 0 copyright strikes. And the reason being is reuse. So we got demonetized for essentially repurposing other content as our own, and done so. So I submitted the appeal. See what they say. Again, as the cat takes a nice dump behind me. I don't know if you can hear the litter box. We submitted the appeal, and we'll see what happens there. Now, I was thinking this morning, should I take the approach of like a lawsuit where like the person's like, I will not talk about the lawsuit until litigation has completed and we've moved on. Should I take that route? But it's not my character to do so. Sorry, I haven't really reacted to everybody in the chat yet, but T3 says, I got a notification saying channel memberships were paused, so is that why? Oh, pause for my channel or pause for yours? So I want to talk about it. First thing I will say for mine, okay. If you can, visit us over at Twitch, visit us at Kick, Nerd affiliated on both of those, and hit subscribe. I'll say that. I'm not leaving YouTube. I love YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube. But this channel, we don't make a lot on the channel, right? We make enough to get each of us a beer, we'll say. And I have aspirations, all of you have aspirations to eventually make YouTube more than that, more than enough money to buy a beer, to buy coffee, that kind of thing. And it's scary to think that you could wake up, and I've seen it happen to others, but usually when they're doing like real risque things, but it's a scary thing to wake up and all of a sudden your income's just cut off. Like your source of income is just cut off. And it's not because you did anything. You're not laid off, right? You're not fired, but it's just, they're just like, we're turning the well off. But also, if you want to keep making content, please, by all means, keep uploading it. It's just weird, man. It's weird. I don't know if as creators, we should, like, band together against something like this where, you know, they shouldn't have the ability to just cut you off without reason, without warning. Like, I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know if that's something we should do. At the end of the day, this is, you know, people view YouTube and social media as just like social media, like something to do. But there are people who make like a living on it, and it's possible, and you can do it. And for some people, it's like part-time job money. Like you can get that far. Or like I said, you can be like us, small time, where it's just a coffee or a beer. But it's just, it's just messed up. It's one of those where it's just messed up, where they just shut the lights off on you and nothing you can do. So I'm happy that this happened at this stage where I can make course corrections, do revisions, to make sure it doesn't happen again. Although we're still not really told what we did to merit this happening. But I want to make sure that I, and hopefully all of you, do find ways to diversify everybody who is contributing to your channel. So like I said, if you can, follow on Twitch, follow on Kick. I would be greatly appreciated. And I might find a way to do some sort of membership stuff outside of YouTube, like through my website. Because Squarespace gives you the ability to do that, to have your own like memberships there. I know people do Patreon. I'm like, there's only so many apps I can be on, so many pages I can be on. But I know there are people who do Patreons. People pay for Discord things. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but it makes sense. Like in a way, it's good that you can diversify how you're doing it. But at the end of the day, YouTube is the biggest platform. Like I said, love YouTube. I'm on YouTube. YouTube is my most watched app on my phone. So I love it. I consume it, even though they take a huge cut of the revenue stream of the memberships, whatever, because I appreciate the app that much. But it's just crazy to think that you could just wake up and they're just demonetized, and there's no, this is the reason specifically why. They'll give you the overall like reason, like the chapter 5, like of the reasons to be demonetized, chapter 5 repurpose. Great, but what video? Like what kind? Tell me. Just tell me. The other, I lost my chain of thought there. Oh, in the appeals, right? When you're doing the appeal for demonetization, and you know, it tells you the overall reason. They'll tell you like do's and don'ts. And one of them essentially is like, it's okay to do like reaction videos, but you just can't repurpose. So I'm like, fine. We back in the day, we used to do tons of trailer reactions, TV show intro reactions, to classic shows and things like that. And we will get various copyright claims, but never any strikes. Nothing was ever like that egregious. So I'm like, you guys encourage us to do reactions. So if I'm being penalized for a previous reaction where I am talking over it, I'm not, again, I'll use Ghostbusters, right? Because everything these days for us on the channel is Ghostbusters. I'm not showing the intro of Ghostbusters labeled like the intro to Ghostbusters without me like talking over it, or like embedded in like a 3-hour show, where we're talking about other things. Like it's weird. And I think it's a lot of like bot stuff. Like I think their system did whatever to say, we detect based on these algorithm things that they're breaking the rules over there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, in the meantime, I would appreciate the follows on the other platforms, especially if you happen to use those on a regular basis. But I don't want to stop here on YouTube as well. Definitely don't. T3 here. Yeah, YouTube has been screwing my channel as of late. Went from over 12,000 hours watched down to 3,249 hours watched in 3 weeks. Yeah, Dre with a dreaded YouTube algorithm. And good morning to all of you. I saw all of you there. Of course, there's a bot over at Twitch right now. Josh says I may fall asleep. Just finished 12 hours of work, but hello nonetheless. Appreciate that. I know JB was there. Rolando's there. Aaron Waller's there. So good to see all of you. Appreciate all of you. And thanks for sticking with us. So I'll try to put on a happy face. Like I said, getting married in 30 days. Pumped for that. New York Comic Con is on Friday. I'm pumped for that. And I'm not going to let this demonetization like ruin the week, ruin the next month. Whatever happens at this point happens. And if we get demonetized, like fully, if they reject my appeal for us being demonetized, I don't care. I'll just freaking go all out. Like I'll do like what Seth is doing. I'll use like regular music because who cares? Do all the trailer reactions, just go all in, at that point. But I don't want to go that route. I'm trying to follow the rules. I love supporting other creators by joining their channel memberships, and I appreciate all of you who have joined ours. So I want to play baseball. I want to play ball. I want to like follow the rules. I want to be in the system. But YouTube, you got to work with us. You got to work with us and not, you have to understand that, again, to my channel, it's whatever. But if I was a bigger channel, like if I broke like 20,000 subscribers and was pulling in a couple thousand a month, that would 30 days out from a wedding, randomly demonetized. Yo, that would do some damage. Mentally, that would do some real damage. And thanks, Dre. Appreciate it. And you're welcome, T3. Yeah. I love supporting all of you who support me. And there are those out there who I support who don't support me, and that's fine too. I might get unhinged for a second. I've been debating that. I've been debating the whole being like donating, being part of memberships to channels that like don't like see you. I've been really debating that. And this is going to sound like petty. I understand. But I feel like for those who say I'm going to allocate X amount of dollars per month to your channel, you should like support them back, I guess. You know, if they have memberships, if they do live shows, if they have merch. I feel like I've done that for everybody here. If I have not done so, by all means, call me out. But I think everybody who's a member here on Nerd Affiliated, I have supported, continue to support, that kind of thing. So I don't view it as like owed memberships to me. I would love to give back to those who support me as well. All right. I'm done rambling on that. Let's quickly cover some news.